Welcome to Dalat Part 2. So today is a hiking day. I'm hiking up Langbiang mountain. I believe this is going to be the highest I'll ever have climbed. The peak should be around 2,160 meters. So, very excited.
These are all mint leaves.
So we're starting off in this nice little village area, and there's like just a dirt path. Horses. I hear munching. Wow. There's a view there. You guys are rolling around, huh? Hey. Ooh, I like these trees. I like these trees a lot. So I believe that is the mountain we're going for. Or that one. I'm not sure. But either way, very excited. Looks like there's dense forest. So I'm assuming we're going to be trekking through forest a lot. But that's okay with me. Because at least we'll be a bit sheltered from the sun. So many greenhouses around here. Also, what in the... Looks like a slide or something. It must be flowers. I feel like they love their flowers here in Dalat. Well, we've now hit the forest area. Which is nice. It's very peaceful. I've not seen a single other person on this trail. We'll see how that goes. I definitely didn't go the normal way because there was two paths. At the entrance, and I went the unofficial path, so to speak. So I finally spotted some other people on the trail. There's also a horse up here. I think we're about halfway right now, but I also hear thunder in the distance. So we're gonna see how far we can get up before getting drenched. Okay, so we made it to a road. I think I believe we're following these guys. Okay, so I did have to pay an entry fee of 50,000. Which is okay. So now we're at the main part of the hike. I've mostly been in forest areas, so I can't really see much out and about, but finally I see the summit. This looks like it was like a riverbed or something before. This feels like some proper jungle trekking now. The ground's a bit moist. Otherwise, it's really cool. I'm really glad that temperature-wise, Dalat was much cooler than other countries I'd been to. So the hiking itself wasn't too strenuous. I was also really enjoying the dense forest. There was loads of cool things to see, and it was just so peaceful. How far we've travelled, that's how much we've got left. This is an interesting shaped plant. Looks very spidery. I don't know if you can see peeking through the trees. We're very, very high up. But there's just so much forestry, I haven't had a good view. As I got even closer to the top, I saw even more cool things, like these mushrooms.
Final stretch just now, but wow. We're so high up.
Finally, after a couple of hours of hiking, I made it to the top. And wow, what a view. You could see the entire city of Dalat, as well as the mountains surrounding.
Clouds have kind of cleared up. There's Dalat. So glad we made it. The trek in half, especially the second half, was a bit harder than the first, just because it was so steep. Last final look before I head down into the forest. Are you a caterpillar? Can't tell.
It was time to head back down, and by this point I was pretty exhausted. But at least I had these amazing views to keep me going. The next day I was back in the city and it was time to explore even more. There were so many gorgeous flowers around, as you'll see, as well as these cool looking alleyways. And then I stumbled across this really cool art gallery.
Particular interest in this pink building. Not sure what it is.
This place was definitely a hidden gem. There were absolutely no people here, but the artwork was incredibly stunning. This was such a nice community space, and it was incredibly relaxing to be in. They also had all sorts of artwork, like pottery, and even some of these like technological creations. I decided to spend a while taking notes, relaxing, and just taking in the view of the city. Before heading out back into the city towards the Lat City Flower Garden. As I was approaching it, I loved how it overlooked the giant pond that they had in the city centre. The amount of flowers they had here were genuinely impressive. It must take a lot of time and care to design and look after all of these plants. After walking around the flower garden, I had some more time on my hands, so I walked around the city even further and found some really cool streets. This house really stood out to me, as it had a really European design to it, and it turns out it was a French architect who made it, and it used to be a hotel/residency. Next, I came across some government buildings as well as some gorgeously decorated roundabouts. As the evening rolled in, the lights turned on and lit up the city. I was particularly impressed with these sculptures of musicians made out of plants, like this ballerina and these orchestra players. I learned that Dalat was a very, very artistic city. And I came across one of the coolest hidden gems of my entire trip. This was an entire network of small streets filled with artwork and cool designs that absolutely no one was around for. I was genuinely shocked because the artwork was gorgeous. And every small little detail was genuinely impressive. Like, look at these lampposts. So intricate.
Definitely one of those places that like no one knows about. But the definition, this is a hidden gem for sure. Like, wow. Just like streets upon streets of artwork.
This was an excellent way to close out my time in Dalat, and it definitely surprised me as one of the coolest and chillest cities in the whole of Vietnam. So thanks for watching and subscribe for more.